day, my loves, and welcome to Valerie's Craft Corner. Today, we're going to be making bath salts. So it's a terrific and thoughtful idea. I kind of like the idea of giving somebody an experience in a container. So I'm thinking of this as giving a bath in a basket, if you would. So first things first is we need to make our bath salt. So for this recipe, I'm using Epsom salt, sea salt, coarse sea salt, and coconut oil, which is optional. You don't have to use oil, and baking soda. So the larger version of this recipe, I basically was like, oh, I don't need to make so much of that because really it's for me in this demo. So I have the recipe, so my quantities just doubled up. So first things first, we're going to use the Epsom salt, and we are going to get 1.5 cups. So this is my 1 cup measuring. And a half, and then 3/4 of a cup of the coarse sea salt. And then 1/4 of a cup, I'll use a more exact measurement, of the baking soda. Okay, and then we are going to mix these ingredients up. Now you could use food coloring if you wanted to. It's not, a few drops is not going to dye your bathtub or anything like that. As I get older, I just want things in their more natural form. And so I don't need the coloring, but you can make it pretty purple or blues or any color if you wanted to. You would just add in a few drops of food coloring in, and then whisk it around, and it'll begin to color all the rest of the salt. And if you don't want to do the food coloring, but you'd like a little something, you can crush up some flower petals in, and it will be quite visual and stunning. Okay, so essentially I have my bath salts. If you served it like this and put it in a container for somebody, this would be a really great bath for like a nice soak. The Epsom salt is going to help with any swelling or any muscle aches. But I like to add essential oils so that there's an aromatherapy treatment happening as well. So I like lavender for its calming effect. So I'm going to put a few drops of lavender, say 3 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm also going to add lemongrass. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't feel like this one's coming out, but oh, I smell it. Then I'm mixing it again. Smells yummy. Okay, now if I wanted to stop here, I'd be good. But I want to add a little bit of an essential oil like coconut oil or vitamin E, so that when the person used the bath salts, it also moisturizes the skin. So I'm going to use my 1 teaspoon measure, and I'm going to put a few drops in there. Mix, 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 mix. And we're done. So, I cannot describe to you how yummy this smells, but don't eat it, Valerie. Okay, so now what do you do with it? Well, if you go to your 99-cent store, or maybe even to your own pantry, I'm sure you have a plethora of glass containers. We're going to take them, fill them up, put a little, this one, I put a little label on it because I got labels in a package with spices that I never used. But if you didn't have a label, you could make your own label by just putting a piece of paper on there and taping it down. Like a sticker, like write on the piece of paper and then put the entire piece of tape over it so that it sticks to the glass and is also protected. So I'm going to start with this jar and then see what I have left for this jar. You want to use about 1/2 cup per bath. So this would be probably good for 3 baths, say. Okay, now I'm going to take my funnel and I am just going to put it in the, now, if you don't have a funnel, you can use a piece of paper and make it into a funnel shape. Fit it into the nozzle of the jar that you want to fill. My funnel has stopped working, so I'm just going to unjam it. Okay. Oh, it smells so good, people. I'm totally gonna take a bath after this. Okay. So, this is great for like anyone. Kids bath, older person's bath, a teen. They love the whole idea of spa treatment. I'm going to put a little bit more in. Because why not? And then if you store it in a cool, dry place, you can use it for like up to 2 weeks, I would say. Then you put the lid on. You can write anything on there. You could put the person's name. You could write season's greetings. Okay, so now let's put a bow on it. To make it a little bit more festive. And this is a non-gender bias gift. If you want to give it to the man in your life who goes to the gym to address their sore muscles, I think it is a very thoughtful gift. Okay? So here you have your homemade bath salts. But I said I would show you, we'll give you an idea of how to upscale it. So I like to give people experiences in a container, like all the things to make cookies in a box or a spa basket. So I have a basket, again, got it at the 99-cent store. So you know it costs less than $2. I put a piece of pretty material in the bottom. I'm now going to take my bath salts, right? And put that there. Now, here's my idea or suggestion for how to upscale or make it like experience in a basket. So I would add a cooling face mask that the person could wear when they're in the bath. I would add a candle that they could burn while they are in the bath, creating an sense of ambiance. I would put a bar of soap that is maybe hyperallergenic or very moisturizing. I would put a little scrubby brush that you can do your appendages with while you're in the bath. I would also do either something like a vitamin E or a lotion to apply after the bath to stay moisturized. Now, here's where I want to show you how to really tip it into spa territory. A washcloth. Something about having that warm water, soapy water dripping down your body, squeezed from the washcloth is awesome. Also, to give it that spa-like feel, you can do your toes after, because once you've softened your cuticles in your bath, now they're ready to be dealt with, polished, what have you. And in that vein, both a clear and a shoe polish. A spa experience in a basket. So, make your bath salts. It's a thoughtful gift that you can upscale and make it an experience, okay? Tune in next week for our next craft. Instead of spending all those dollars, so proud of you for staying inside for Black Friday, let's really make these gifts.